Hey everyone, Codex here. So today what we're gonna do is take a look at Bitcoin and we'll be discussing the downside move and also the bearish momentum that we've been experiencing in the last few days, as well as where the macro bottom should potentially be at. So Bitcoin has gone down about 10% in the last 2 days or so, and all of this basically happened after we got rejected from this resistance which we covered in a previous video. If we open up the VPVR indicator, we can see that we do have a horizontal spike in here around this level. And so this pretty much explains why we've been having a very hard time pushing harder, because these horizontal spikes are simply an indication that there is a lot of volume being traded and potentially a lot of sell orders. And so whether we like it or not now, this 24K level will remain a very tough test for us. Now, if we focus on the hash ribbons, which is one of the major Bitcoin indicators out there that have helped us know where the bottom are at in the last years, we can see that we are actually getting a buy signal right now. So without getting deep into how the indicator functions, the hash ribbon basically displays where the capitulation phase is at, and it also tells us where we should potentially start buying following the blue circle. And honestly, this is one of the most accurate indicators out there. Last year, for instance, the hash ribbon was the ultimate bottom indicator, and as we hit our blue buy circle on it, around these levels of course, the price just started rallying, and we have actually gone from about 37,000 US dollars all the way up to our market cycle top at around 69K. So we've basically gone up 85% after getting the buy signal. Even if we go back to the previous market cycle to 2017, 2018, we can notice something very similar showing up and happening on the indicator. We've experienced our capitulation with Bitcoin after getting obliterated for months and after falling from about 20,000 US dollars all the way down to 3K. And then later on, the hash ribbon has given us the buy signal around the bottom. Back then, the bottom was at 3.1K, as you can see, and the signal came when BTC was at roughly 3,500 bucks, which is really impressive. This is really good. And as I've said, this has happened many times on multiple occasions throughout the last multiple years. Does this necessarily imply that we bottomed now as we are getting the buy signal? Not really, because look, this isn't the first indicator telling us that Bitcoin has actually bottomed. The risk metric, the fair value line, the 200 weeks MA, all of these indicators have told us that the bottom should have been above 20,000 US dollars. And yet we have still went much lower than that. And this is why I always say that even if one indicator has been right 20 times in the past, it doesn't necessarily imply that it will be right forever. I'm not taking credit away from the hash ribbon because I honestly think that it's an amazing indicator. I personally use it, but I'm just telling you that there are a lot of indicators that we relied on in the past that have ended up being completely wrong and off the charts this year. Now, the last thing I want to cover is the supports. Okay, so I'm not usually the type of guy to draw lines, to be honest. I mainly focus on the momentum and on the order book and what's happening there, but this is quite interesting to me. So in this bearish trend, in this bear market, Bitcoin has actually been going down and finding these supports multiple times, and all of them were actually very decent levels because we've kept retesting them on different occasions. However, you can obviously conclude that every time we broke below a support, we end up getting destroyed and going down in a very brutal fashion. Here, for example, we've held this level for a very long time, and we actually had numerous retests from January till April basically. However, as soon as we dipped below the line, it was all over and the price literally collapsed. The same thing happened in here, although the volatility wasn't really that high. We had several retests of this level before losing it and falling to the next one. And as of now, BTC is actually experiencing the same exact thing. We've held this level, 3 to 4 times already. We managed to bounce back up every single time, trend a bit higher. And as of now, we are literally retesting it. In my opinion, I think holding this is very crucial and defining of what will happen next, because if we ever dip below it, then I expect something similar to what we have already seen in the past year. That was about it, everyone, for today. This is my opinion on Bitcoin and on the market. Thanks for sticking by. Also, remember to check out Decent if you're interested in getting a hardware biometric wallet to store those precious coins of yours. You'll find the link down below in the comments as well as in the description, where you can, of course, get a discount. Have a nice day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.